guys, today I'm here trying to be something that I'm not. Facing the cameras, sharing my personal views with all of you, it's so not me. Now most of you might be thinking, okay, she's a bit shy or she gets nervous very easily. Yes, all of that is 100% true. But wait, hang on before you shy girls only, because I want to tell you something. I'm not shy, I'm an introvert. A couple of years back, on the day of my last exam, I finally realized it's that part of the year. It's summer. So I go home and take out all of my favorite fictions, and my summer for the rest of the year was set. Until one day, my cousins were home, my mum comes up to me and she requests me to tag along with them to some place about which she was not keen to talk about. So I didn't have much of a choice. I just tagged along with them, and finally, after having reached that place, what I saw was a huge crowd. So I just sighed and put my hands in the pockets of my sweatshirt, only to find out a piece of note that said, "Just give it a shot. Let's see if you can survive it." And there it began, the summer camp. On the very first day of the camp, we all were asked to interact with the other peeps there. And I was like, why on the earth are we supposed to have this interactive session? My heart just sank seeing that huge crowd out there. Talking to them was a far-fetched thing, trust me. Honestly, just even standing over there was a big deal for me. But somehow, unwillingly, I just survived the whole session. Later, we had this physical check. Stand on the weighing machine, they said. Oops, that's the last thing I would want to do in front of so many people. But still, again, I just survived it. I still remember the first time I tried to take out my book in the camp. This counselor comes up to me and she repeats and repeats, and I quote, "You have to work really hard to be outgoing." So I just rushed back home, pulled out all my books, packed them and pushed them under my bed. But I somehow felt guilty about that. I felt like books belonged to me. They were calling out for me and I was just forsaking them. So this was just the story of the summer camp. I could tell you 50 others like this. Trust me, every time someone beside me told me that being quiet and introvert is not exactly the right way to go about in life, I considered. Every time I considered. I did try. But until one night when I just realized I'm happy. I'm just so happy this way. While most of them told gaining positivity is only possible by being around a lot of people for a long time, it was not the same case with me. In fact, I drained all my positivity being around people and only regained it by spending time alone. See, the thing with the introverts is that we are hyper self-aware. We exactly know what makes us happy and what does not. We are also creative. We too have views and opinions on the world. But still, somehow we are just very prone to be called as lonely, weird, sad. I think it's high time we all understand that being alone is not being sad. So just stay the way you are. I know the world might not see you under the same lighting, but still, trust me on this. Changing yourself for others, it's not just your loss. It's the loss of your central identity. It's the loss of community, and finally, it's the loss of the world. Because trust me, being an extrovert and being successful in what you want are totally two different things. Because when it comes to success, we have Emma Watson, Mark Zuckerberg, Albert Einstein, all of whom were introverts. But still, they did what they want to do the best. You know what? If you'd ever hang out with me and watch me staring at your elbow continuously and ask me, "Hey dude, what are you thinking about?" You know what I'd reply? Nothing. Yeah, nothing. Why? Because I'm so deep in my mental isolation that I really am not really that good at verbalizing my thoughts. Or maybe I'm just not considering to do it with anyone. But I might be very good at implementing those thoughts when I'm alone. It's not always the Broadway spotlights that we crave for. Sometimes we're just more comfortable with the dusty lamplight. So if you are an introvert, then just imagine the power you have got over the world. The same world which just cannot stop talking about you.
Words can make wonders. That's what we believe in. We, Team Apricity, are coming up with a new playlist. We have a platform for all young minds out there with thoughts, beautiful ones. And so is Eunoia. So if you like this video, then hit a thumbs up and share it with your family and friends. Drop your suggestions below, and yes, don't forget to subscribe.